We'll call the meeting to order. Welcome to those that are here and as well those that are attending via telephone. This is the regular meeting of the Council of the Municipality of Swan Valley West, held in the Council Chambers, 216 Main Street West, Swan River, Manitoba, 28th day of April 2020 at 7:05 p.m. Present myself, Deputy Reeve William, Councillors Foster, Gade, Matt Wills will be joining us shortly, Councillor Pierrepont, and Councillor Kushniryk. Interim-Acting CAO Jenkins via telephone, and from administration we have Donna Potts with us this evening, and as well as James Webb. Resolved that the agenda for the regular meeting of council held this 28th day of April 2020 shall be adopted as presented. We need a mover and a seconder, please.
Who's doing what you're doing?
Moved by Councillor Foster, seconded by Councillor Kushniryk. Any discussion? If not, all in favor?
Yeah. Yes.
That's carried. Resolved that the minutes for the regular meeting of council for the Municipality of Swan Valley West held on April 14th, 2020, and the special meeting held on April 23rd, 2020 shall be adopted as presented. Need a mover for that, please. Councillor Blosha. Seconder.
I can. No.
Seconded by Councillor Pierrepont. You all had time to review them. Any errors or omissions? If not, all in favor?
Yes. Yes.
That's carried. Okay, we'll move down to 7.1, application for a minor subdivision on the northeast of 53729. Whereas the owners of part of Northeast 1/4 Section 53729 WPM have made an application to subdivide their property, and whereas the proposed yard site is greater than the 10-acre maximum and a variance will be required, and whereas the Council for the Municipality of Swan Valley West has reviewed said application, along with the conditional approved letter received from Community and Regional Planning dated April 7th, 2020, and have no objections to the aforementioned subdivision. Therefore be it resolved that we do hereby approve the minor subdivision of the aforementioned property, provided all conditions and requirements set out in said letter from the Province of Manitoba Community and Regional Planning Branch are met. Do we have a mover for that, please?
I can.
Moved by Councillor Pierrepont. Seconder, Councillor Blosha. Any discussion on that? If not, all in favor?
Yes. Yes.
That's carried. Seven point two, an application for a minor subdivision on the northeast 283827. Whereas the owners of part of northeast 1/4 section 283827 WPM have made an application to subdivide their property, And whereas the Council for the Municipality of Swan Valley West has reviewed said application, along with the conditional approval letter received from Community and Regional Planning dated April 8, 2020, and have no objections to the aforementioned subdivision. Therefore be it resolved, we do hereby approve the minor subdivision of the aforementioned property, provided all conditions and requirements set out in said letter from the province of Manitoba Community and Regional Planning Branch are met. Who will move that? Moved by Councillor Blosha, seconded by
I'll second.
Councillor Foster. Any discussions or questions on that? If not, all in favor?
Yes. Yes.
That is carried. 7.3, application for minor subdivision on the southeast 53428. Whereas the owners of part of southeast quarter section 53428 WPM have made an application to subdivide their property, and whereas the Council for the Municipality of Swan Valley West has reviewed said application, along with the conditional approval letter received from Community and Regional Planning dated April 8, 2020, and have no objections to the aforementioned subdivision. Therefore be it resolved that we do hereby approve the minor subdivision of the aforementioned property, provided all conditions and requirements set out in said letter from the province of Manitoba Community and Regional Planning Branch are met. Who will move that? Councillor Kushniryk, the seconder. Do we have a seconder?
I can.
Seconded by Councillor Pierrepont.
Okay.
Any discussion revolving around this application? If not, all in favor?
Yes. Yes.
That's carried. Councillor Wills has just joined us in council chambers. Welcome, Councillor Wills.
Thank you.
We're on 7.4. Whereas council budgeted for a grader in the 2019 financial plan in the amount of $250,000, and whereas the actual cost of the grader was $287,000, therefore be it resolved that council authorize the withdrawal of $37,000 from the replacement of rural machinery and equipment reserve fund as established by bylaw number 17-2015 to cover the additional cost of the grader. We need a mover for that resolution. Moved by Councillor Kushniryk.
I'll second.
Seconder?
I'll second.
Seconded by Councillor Foster. Any discussion around that? If not, all in favor?
Yes. Yes.
That is carried. This is a resolution regarding purchasing of gravel. Be it resolved that council purchase 13,000 yards of road gravel from SCL at a cost of $550 per yard for a total of $71,500. We need a mover for that resolution.
I'll move that.
Moved by Councillor Wills, seconder. Councillor Kushniryk. Any discussion? If not, all in favor?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
That is carried. Seven point six is the approval of the December 2019 financial statement. Be it resolved that council accept the municipality's financial statement for the month of December 2019. A mover, please. Moved by Councillor Foster, seconded by
I'll second.
Councillor Wills. Any discussion on that? Questions? Not all in favor?
Can you show me as abstained, please, simply because I couldn't open it to see it?
Couldn't open it?
No, it only came about 20 minutes ago and I wasn't able to get it open.
Okay, so you'd like to abstain on that one?
Yeah, just because I didn't see it.
Okay, so that is carried. 6 and 1 abstention, unable to open. Perhaps you can put that as the excuse there. Was that said by PDF?
I'm
It
not
was,
sure.
yes.
Probably.
Yeah.
It was about an hour ago.
Technology doesn't always work. Okay, this is a request from the Swan Lake Watershed Water District regarding the Miller Water Retention Project that the members of the Watershed District from this municipality have approved, and I think everyone has been made aware of it. However, I will read the resolution. Whereas the Swan Lake Watershed District Board applied for funding to AG Action Manitoba for the Miller Water Retention Project located at Northeast 193629 and the Barker Water Retention Project located at Northeast 23527. Whereas Swan Lake Watershed District requests the municipality to provide culverts and materials for said projects. Therefore, resolved that the requested culverts, 45 meters or 11 times 14 feet of 72-inch material as set out in the letter from the Swan Lake Watershed District dated April 23rd, 2020 to council will be provided by the Municipality of Swan Valley West. We need a mover for that, please.
I'll move it.
Moved by Councillor Blosha, seconded by Councillor Wills.
And we're what, 72 inches? Now what? 72 inches?
By
45
45.
Oh yeah, 45 meters.
We have them in
Oh
stock.
yeah,
apparently.
yeah.
Any other questions or comments?
One comment.
Go ahead.
I talked to a bunch of people about these projects since they came up on our radar. It certainly is something that everybody's in favor of. I think it's a great thing we're moving ahead with it, and it's going to help the municipality a lot in the future.
Certainly save some washouts, that's for sure. Any other comments or questions? If not, all in favor?
Yes. Yes.
That is carried. Okay, number 8. Finance. Resolved that the Council for the Municipality of Swan Valley West does hereby approve the following payments. Checks number 16037 to 16037. That is the same number. There's an error there, typo. Can you get that looked at and corrected, please?
Too many times.
16.
Sorry.
Those are general checks number 16015 to 16037 in the amount of $32,070.35. Do you have a mover, please? Moved by Councillor Wills and seconded by? Councillor Kushniryk. Any questions?
Just going through it here. I like that fuel price. Got that right there.
Check number 16025. Guide wire repair for the war. There was no way we could get out of that one.
I don't know whether that is the repair. It looks like hydro.
Yeah.
Can I speak to that?
Yes.
Okay. We got a bill for $2,400 from them, and I went back and talked to them, and they came down to $930.
Excellent, Gene.
Awesome.
Good job.
So
Thank
we did negotiate
We
that
did get a
down.
break then. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. That's
And I do have that attached to the check so that anybody can see it.
Perfect.
yeah. That's-
Excellent.
That's good.
Any other questions?
No, looks good to me.
Not all in favor?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
That is carried. Resolved that the Council for the Municipality of Swan Valley West does hereby approve the following payments. General checks number 15757. Only one check, I guess. In the amount of $20,000. We need a mover for that. That is to the Benito and District Rec Center.
That's the one that's,
I would like to move that.
I'll second it.
Moved by Councillor Blosha, second by Councillor Foster. Any discussion? Not all in favor?
Yes. Yes.
That is carried. And 8.2. Resolved that the Council for the Municipality of Swan Valley West does hereby approve the following payments. Payroll checks number 3070 to 3082 in the amount of $15,293.68. Need a mover for that, please?
I'll move that.
Moved by Councillor Wills, seconded by Councillor Kushniryk. Any questions on those checks? If not, all in favor?
Yes. Yes.
That is carried. Okay, we get down to number 9, discussion. Procedure for holding public hearings during this COVID-19. I noticed that the town of Swan River held a virtual public hearing, and I'm not sure if they had any glitches or not, but they did pass their financial plan, so obviously there were no major glitches. Does anyone have any thoughts on?
Mr. Reeve, most municipalities, especially urbans, are starting to use that simply because they can't, the province has given their stamp of approval on it. And many municipalities, including ourselves, are faced with the fact that we've got to move ahead with our budget and maybe planning issues that may arise. It seems to be the way to go.
I guess it's the only feasible way now, unless we meet 10 people at a time, but obviously that's not possible, so. Okay, we will read the resolution. Whereas the Council of the Municipality of Swan Valley West is concerned about the spread and continued public impact of COVID-19 virus, and whereas the Government of Manitoba restricted gatherings to 10 people, and whereas Council believes it to be in the best interest of the public to limit or prohibit their attendance at meetings of council during this time of medical crisis. Therefore be it resolved that council hereby shall hold public hearings via alternate means, phone or internet live stream, for the time being of the pandemic and advertise as such. Need a mover for that, please?
I'll move.
I can move it.
Councillor Wills has moved it here, sorry. Seconder, did you want to second it, Councillor Pierrepont?
Sure.
Okay, seconded by Councillor Pierrepont. Any further discussion or questions?
Sounds good.
If not, all in favor?
Yes. Yes.
And that is carried. Next resolution is in regarding to utility bills. Resolved that the due date for the 30/04/2020 utility billing will be moved from May 30th, 2020 to June 30th, 2020 to give ratepayers an opportunity to pay their bills in light of the current pandemic. Need a mover for that resolution, please?
I'll move it.
Moved by Councillor Blosha, seconded by Councillor Foster. Any discussion surrounding that?
A question for the group.
Go ahead.
Would anyone entertain going further, maybe into the end of August?
I think we can perhaps move it at a subsequent meeting if we find it necessary, Councillor Gade.
That works.
This does go to June 30th. There is talk of possibly opening up some businesses early part of May, so we can keep our ear to the ground and eye on the ball. Is that okay with everyone?
Sounds good.
Yes.
Okay, all in favor?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
That is carried. Okay, 9.2, dust control.
That's the new one for this year. Just the other one.
Pardon?
There's an extension here.
Oh, that's what this is about?
Yeah.
Okay, this is regarding an extension of dust control product. Whereas dust control policy number 4 was amended May 28, 2019, and where the amendment stated to add to the haul road number 218 north, east of Highway 588, to Road 164 west, and Road 163 west, south of Highway 279, to Road 218.5 north. Resolved that we do hereby agree to extend the haul road 218 north to Highway 10 and 163 west to Road 218 north.
What's
Be it
that?
further resolved that the municipality will pay 50% of the dust control application for 500 feet for those residents on those roads who wish to share the cost.
I had a repair today come to me on this one, just 1 mile out of Benito there. It's one that comes up at the highway station.
Just a sec, we'll get a mover and a seconder for this,
Yeah,
please.
yeah.
A mover for this motion,
I'll move.
Councillor Wills, seconded by
I
Councillor
can second
Foster.
it.
Go ahead, the other one can.
Darryl?
Go ahead, flip Darryl down.
I can speak to it a little bit too.
Yeah, he brought that up.
That is the Pioneer Road that runs west. And with as soon as they put on the road restrictions, that is the main road coming out of Saskatchewan to the elevator. And part of it is covered, and part of it isn't. And there's 12 residences from Pioneer Corner, Highway 10, through the first mile and a half.
Okay, the question that I have here is the last sentence of the resolution. Be it further resolved that the municipality will pay 50% of the dust control application for 500 feet for those residents on those streets who wish to share the cost. Are we giving them that option?
Well, that would fall under the Hall Road guidelines.
Yeah. 50/50. They're all the same.
So there is no wishing involved. They do pay 50% of the cost?
Yes. Yep, no.
They're not forced to do it, they have the option to choose. Not all of them have chose dust control along there.
Okay, if they
Some of them
choose,
are so close, they kind of piggyback on each other and bought 500 feet between a couple of residences. But it's a lot of elderly people in there.
okay. So, we should perhaps clarify the wording here a bit then. That we will pay 50% of the dust control application for 500 feet for those residents who wish to have dust control and who will pay 50% of the cost. Or will share the cost.
No, we can't do that.
Because this way it sounds like we would give them the application and they pay if only if they wish to do so.
Those residents who wish to pay half the cost on the streets who wish to pay.
We're saying it twice here.
Yeah. Who
For those residents, I don't think we need this in
Right,
there.
we can take this all out.
For those residents
Who wish to pay half the cost.
who wish to pay half the cost and have the application done. Or have the application done and wish to pay half the cost.
Do you have that request on the other one?
Where was the other one,
It's
Councillor Foster?
172, and coming from the hydro station, that road,
Is it on this map?
yeah, it's on Ward 1 there, or Ward 2 there, 2 there, yeah. It's right there coming in from hydro station, there's some 2 Ls.
I don't have one, two on me. Oh, up here.
Go to the third page, I think.
Say there's a lot, well, there is a lot of traffic on that. 'Cause
We're
it
talking about these then?
was, yeah.
Okay.
That's not on this map.
Special considerations here?
No, yeah, I'm
Road
just,
200.
they said that
Why go one? But
they put this in and they just wondered if it got to the council this year, because they were requesting this thing to come.
Are we
Yeah.
requesting under Hall Road though, or are we just requesting an application?
No,
They
under
put this
Hall,
in, yeah.
under Hall Road there, for that, to get part of it paid anyways there, but I don't know.
Road 200.
Okay, we'll do a resolution for the next,
Okay.
next meeting.
yeah,
Good,
yeah,
good.
yeah. No, I
We still
just,
have time, right?
yeah.
Okay, I will reread the last paragraph of this resolution. Be it further resolved that the municipality will pay 50% of the dust control application for 500 feet for those residents to have the application done and who wish to pay. It still doesn't make sense. And wish to pay out the cost. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it does. Be it further resolved, municipality will pay 50% of the dust control application for 500 feet for those residents and have the who wish to have the application done and will pay half of the cost. Any questions or comments after all of that?
No.
If not, all in favor?
Yes. Yes.
That is carried. Correspondence?
Correspondence.
Okay, nothing for unfinished business. Okay, we will go with committee reports starting at the bottom. Councillor Pierrepont.
Had a special budget meeting and that's it.
Okay, thank you. Councillor Blosha.
Yeah, the only meeting I had was a budget meeting on April 23rd as well.
Okay, thank you. Councillor Kushniryk.
Budget meeting.
Thank you. Councillor Foster.
I had a budget meeting and a vet board meeting last night.
Okay, Councillor Wills.
Just budget meeting for me, as far as I can remember. I do have one question though, I'm not sure. I had a ratepayer ask me if we have a program on beavers right now.
They, Ken? Okay.
Has the province announced participation in a beaver control program or not?
Did we lose him?
Ken, are you there?
Yeah, no, nothing that I've seen so far.
Okay. Nothing yet then.
I had a call about them too, but
Yeah,
I thought, I think Deborah's working on something with that, but I don't know the details.
Okay. That sounds good. That's all for me.
okay, thank you. Just further to the beaver thing for 1 second. We have, I guess, some dams that have been rebuilt, wouldn't you know it? But again, we would try to, unless the water is backed up on hayland or cultivated land, we will not remove the dam until fall, so that they just don't go and repair it again. And
Well, they'll fix it in
we
the evening.
could remove them
Right now.
daily and by next morning it's repaired. Councillor Gade, do you have anything to report?
Two things under communicating. The first is the video dust control for that portion of Railway Avenue that's not in the LUD. I just want to make sure it's on our radar that we talk to those people and get a plan made before we do dust control this year.
Railway Avenue?
Yes, that's the one last year. They joined in sort of the second round, but I think they'd probably like to be in the first round if we make sure we talk to them.
Okay.
And the second thing, I need some clarification, probably just from Reeve Galloway, but I have budget documents. I just want to make sure, are they currently public or is our budget discussion so far still entirely secret?
Yes, they're being discussed in camera.
Okay, so it's not yet appropriate to ask for input on these, right?
No.
Okay, just making sure.
We will probably try to schedule a final, hopefully a final budget meeting sometime immediately following the weekend, so that we can get it completed, and then it obviously will be going to a public hearing and will be public.
Very good, thanks. That's all for me.
Okay. Thank you.
Mr. Reed,
Yes,
seeing we're on the topic, can we set that date tonight?
we will, yep.
Okay.
I only had the budget meeting of the 23rd as well. And seeing as how we just brought that up, let's try to set a date that is good for everyone. Tomorrow night was too soon. Thursday night is a RISE meeting. And Friday night, sometimes people aren't available. But if everyone is, Friday would be okay by me. Either that or first thing Monday or Tuesday at the latest. What's everyone's agenda look like?
Monday would work better for me.
Like the 11th?
Monday the 4th.
The 4th. 4th or the 5th.
I have a health
That
foundation
would be okay for me.
at 5.
Okay, this would be at 7.
Yeah, then I can do it.
So Monday the 4th at 7 o'clock. Okay for everyone?
Yeah, it should be fine.
Okay. Okay, let's set it right now then for 7 PM. Excellent. Okay, Mr. Jenkins.
Hey, I have just a note on Benito recycling. We reading everybody yesterday. Lots of responses coming back in. Pretty much the negative program itself. Basing it on, I think, generally speaking, on cost. I haven't sat down and taken a good look at it, but it seems to be the major thing is cost, and maybe perhaps the principle of it. So the deadline is this coming Friday, so we'll see how that tallies up. And then the other issue I have, just an update, if I can, from council, and this doesn't have to be in camera. For the last budget deliberations, we spoke about the recreation district and the proposal the town had put forward in regards to providing a couple of different options for a programmer for the municipality. They have a meeting, I believe it is tomorrow night. They're wondering if council is looking favorably upon one and or the other option. We didn't get that far into the discussion, but the decision is going to have to be made, and they're just going to pull the pin, and the assets to be divided up. So I just like to input from council in regards to that.
Okay, the options were full-time program director, a part-time program director, or no program director. So you can voice your opinion.
Well, if they're only providing one or two things in Benito and Kemble for that kind of money, that's an awful lot of money to get a couple little things done. Does that mean that those kids can't attend Swan River and take part in Swan River?
I wouldn't think so. I guess the only issue would be that they would have to be transported to Swan River to participate.
Most things are that way now, but I mean, if they have playground groups and only 2 kids show up for a playground group, pretty hard to justify paying for a full-time instructor if there is nothing to instruct.
No, I hear you.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion. I mean, I'm all for the program, but we're going to pay $27,000 for a program when all we get is something that looks after 4 kids, then
Any other comments?
I can speak for just a second, if that's all right.
Yep.
I echo Mr. Pierrepont's thoughts. They're quite a lot about the $27,000. I am generally in favor of sharing services with the town because I think it's good for us to be one community. So my concern isn't so much in sharing it with them as the overall cost. I would far rather make the argument, when I look at our budget documents, I see the cost of recreation for some other things, that we look at not doing this and encouraging our own facility to provide a little bit of programming, which I'm sure could be done for less money, and still end up with the same result of having some programming for the children, but not necessarily spending that much on it. Basing it solely on Benito. That's sort of my thought. I don't know what the participation of Campbell is, but I'm thinking it's not a lot. The majority of the participation is going to be in Benito, isn't it? Well, if you run it out of Benito, like you weren't at the budget, but I spoke of this at the budget when we did something in Bozeman expecting to get 12 kids to run a softball program. We ended up with 44 because they come from Birch River and they come from Lenswood and they come from all over. And they were willing to come. So if you had it in Benito and you posted it that it was going to be in Benito, I'm sure those issue and we had huge demand in Kendall, we could revisit doing something there, but I'd certainly like to get a start when you don't see what numbers are like.
So obviously that would entail just a local person on a very part-time basis to try to coordinate.
That's sort of where my mind is going. You know, we have a lot of community champions in Benito that are very good at these things already, as we well know. I think we would likely find one of them that if we provided a little bit of support to the program, they would be very happy to be part of it.
And you could definitely do it for a lot cheaper. Maybe like hiring a summer student almost for the summer and designing programs for that person to implement in Benito.
What about the Bozeman area then?
Well, that's Bozeman, Minnesota. I can't touch that.
No, but for residents of Swan Valley West in the Bozeman area, in the north end of the,
Well, see, they probably go to Swan. There's probably a dozen kids out this way that I know participate in stuff in Swan. Via soccer, softball, baseball, whatever. They still might go to Benito if they had the opportunity.
With this COVID, they don't too much.
There might not be much at all.
No.
for this summer, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they're even as far out as the rodeo, canceling the rodeo for the end of July.
Well, that's the thing. You're going to pay $27,000 this year for a full-time programmer that's going to have no programs.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And what if we stayed status quo with our regular participation that got us a part-time director?
Well, it wouldn't matter whether it's full-time or part-time if kids can't congregate.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
And Swan River will always have the rec director. What they're looking for is to hire another person to coordinate all these other programs because they're saying the rec department is overrun.
Well, perhaps with the health situation the way it is, might be a legitimate year to step back then for this summer.
I think we have no choice right now. Like you just said, they've canceled the Northwest Roundup, so
Exactly.
how can we think that this is gonna work this summer, you know?
No, it can't.
So sounds like the general consensus here is, Ken, that you should communicate that to the town. That because of the health concerns, that we would not be prepared to participate at any level for this.
Okay, as long as council understands this is going to mean that the rec commission itself will disband. So whatever assets there are financially, I don't know what they've got for a bank account, but that will be split up between the partners.
Or you could perhaps pitch them the idea that they put the thing in neutral and wait and see what 2021 brings.
Yeah, that's
We're obviously in a very unknown situation right now as to what the future holds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't answer that question, Mr. Reeve, but I can certainly approach them with it. I believe as a rec commission, they have to hold their regular meetings and whatnot, but under the current medical crisis that we find ourselves in, perhaps that's something that can be put on the back burner. They meet tomorrow night, so I'll make sure I get a hold of Amanda tomorrow and pass that over to her.
Okay,
But as long as council recognizes the risk that they may decide tomorrow night, it's a commission meeting tomorrow night, they may just decide to pull the pin. I'll see what we can do.
okay.
Matt,
Anyone else have anything
would
to
you be at
add?
that? Oh, Matt will be at that meeting.
Yeah, I'll be at that meeting tomorrow.
And if we're done with that one, is that it, council?
That's it?
Yep.
Pardon?
I have one more thing, and that's Canville. You will recall a few meetings ago, there was concern raised about the condition of Canville, everything from signs to some stop signs. I've been following up on that. We've got the building inspector has visited Canville and he's noted several discrepancies and whatnot. All that will be put in a report and presented to council in due course. In the not too distant future, I hope.
Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a resolution vis-à-vis the reports of committee members. Resolved that we do hereby accept the following verbal reports regarding council committees and communications. Councillor Kushniryk attended a budget meeting. Councillor Blosha, a budget meeting. Councillor Wills, a budget meeting. Councillor Pierrepont, a budget meeting. Councillor Gade, communication side about dust control questions. Budget, questioning whether budget was still in camera. Councillor Foster, budget as well as a vet board meeting, and myself a budget meeting. CAO Ken Jenkins, Bonito recycling update, and discussion surrounding programming, etc. for the Recreation Commission. Need a mover for that? Councillor Kushniryk, seconded by
I'll second it.
Councillor Foster. Any corrections on that? Not all in favor? That is
Yes.
carried.
And just to clarify, I misspoke. Oh no, yeah, 27,000. I was just double checking the numbers on the rec commission. It is 27,000 for full time. Yeah, 80 for parts and 81 for. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I had the right information.
Yep, thank you for checking. Okay, we are being videoed tonight, so we're gonna take a 5-minute break to allow Jeremy to dismantle things, and then we will be reconvening to go in camera.
Okay.
Resolved that pursuant to section 152 sub 3 of the Municipal Act, the council as a whole shall go into camera, close the meeting to continue discussions regarding the 2020 budget plan, including roofing quotes. Moved by
I'll move.
Councillor Wills, seconded by Councillor Kushniryk. All in favor?
Yes. Yes.
That is carried. There is no business arising from the in-camera session, so we will entertain an adjournment. Resolved that this meeting shall now adjourn at 8:53 p.m. Need a mover, please?
I'll move it.
Surprise, surprise.
Tyler, you're gonna hurt yourself.
Seconded by Councillor Kushniryk.
Keep the muscles out.
All in favor?
Yes.
Yes.
That is carried. Thank you all.